We're really proud of the Far Cry 2 map editor. We worked with all the tools that the production team has, and we really tried to simplify them and make them really powerful and accessible for the user to create his map. You can have terrain tools that are really effective. You can create mountains, rivers really easily. We have an erosion tool that we are really proud of. Even when the programmer designed that tool, the rest of the production wanted that tool in their tools because it was not there at first. It was just on the map editor. We also have like a noise tool that makes the terrain really natural. If you combine that with all the collection system we have, the collection system is how you create really natural and really realistic biomes, such as the jungle, savanna, or a mountain kind of look. So we have algorithms for planting trees and then bushes and grass that really fits in the Africa biomes. So the map editor for Far Cry 2 really gives the user the possibility to make all 4 game modes from the multiplayer. So a user can do a deathmatch map, you can do a team deathmatch, capture the diamond, or an uprising map, or you can do a map that combines those 2 or 3 or 4 modes at the same time, like the same that we do with the retail maps. He has almost all the assets that we use on the multiplayer and the single player, so you can have objects such as like architectural objects, houses, church, vehicles. You can have dynamic objects like explosive barrel, the propane tank that really sets the grass on fire. So all those cool elements that we have in the game, either in single player or multiplayer, he can have it in his own map. After that, when he creates his map, he can either share it with the community by uploading his map, and then other players can download it and host a match in that map and play with their friends, or the user can host a match with his own map, and what it will do is when the other player connects to his game, they will automatically download it on their own platform. Either console as PS3 or 360 or on the PC. So we have a really cool sharing tools in Far Cry 2. So the user that creates his map will be able to upload it to the Ubisoft server. And then when the other players play in that map, they can rate it. So it will be really easy for players to find cool maps that are really good for a specific mode or for a specific number of players that the player wants to go in and try. When we started to create the Far Cry 2 map editor, we really wanted the community to have good maps and working maps. That's something that sometimes in other editors or in other games, you can download tons of maps that you cannot play with. So we really work hard on building good validation tools. So for example, if you want to create a deathmatch map or capture the diamond maps, which is like a kind of capture the flag with a few flavor, there are validation sets that work for each game mode. So if you are building a deathmatch map, then the engine will make sure that you have at least the good number of spawn point for a 16-player match. If you have a capture the diamond map, then the tool will make sure that you have at least 2 flag station and 16 spawn point for UFLL and 16 spawn point for the APR, and make sure that your map is working fine. So if there's like a spawn point that is in the ground because you work on the tool terrain, you worked on the terrain after you spawn your points, then it will give you an error and will really bring you straight to that specific spawn point that is like across the ground. So you don't have the surprise when you play the map that you spawn and you like fall in nowhere. So this is really something that the tool gives you exactly the right messages to know, okay, I'm missing this, and then after that, when I fix that problem, then my map will be good for playing in that mode. What I'm really excited about is really to see the variety that we can get. Far Cry 2 is really a game that is based in Africa, some urban, but it's mostly nature, desert, savanna, jungle, biomes. But when you look at what the players can do with all the assets, because we have thousands of objects on that map editor, player can do anything. I've seen like subway station, we've seen port, we've seen construction site based on the assets that we have in the game that are really not related to those subjects. So it's really good, and I'm eager to see everything we'll find in that map editor. It's really cool.